Hello friends, my name is Karina. If you love your mommy, then subscribe to my channel.
Jax is going to be the next character to abstract in the Amazing Digital Circus. Or will he? Many of you have been wondering what's been going on with characters abstracting in the Amazing Digital Circus. It's a really interesting concept with a lot of open ends about it. And I have a lot of theories about what could be going on. But I think I just solved this mystery once and for all. But enough yapping, let's just get right into it. Now, when you think of what happens to a character when they get abstracted, you probably think they either went insane or even died. But what if I told you that's not the case? Instead, they found a way to escape. This is proven when we look at how Kaufmo abstracted.
You'll never know until it's too late. I've been looking for this. Thanks for keeping an eye on it, Coffee. I'm gonna head out. See ya.
But if we want to learn who's going to abstract next, we need to talk about Kaufmo the Clown. Because he is very important for understanding the concept of abstracting, because he is the only character we've seen that's abstracted on the show so far. Kaufmo was a clown, always trying to cheer people up in the digital circus. But things didn't go well for him. The other characters didn't find his jokes funny. That really bummed Kaufmo out. As time went by, Kaufmo started acting more and more unusual. He kept yapping about a way to find an exit out of the circus, which in turn made everyone else treat him worse. And you know what happened next? Well, I think we know what happened.
Oh, Kaufmo, listen! I know we didn't always get along, like when you called me out for fake laughing at your jokes. I swear I really did think they were funny. I was just having a bit of a bad day!
It's also been confirmed by the creators of the show in an interview that they had too many characters in the show and one of them needed to go so they could add Pomni in the circus. And there have been many incidents like Kaufmo's that have happened in the past. And these previous incidents of people who have abstracted can help us find out which character will be abstracted next. As we can see in the doors of the room, if you look really closely, you can see 6 people who have been crossed out. And I think that the X's over these unfamiliar characters we haven't seen before indicate that they've already been abstracted and have somehow left the circus. So let's investigate. There seems to be a dog, which we don't have much information on, a sock puppet, which we also don't have a lot of information on, a blurry image of another jester archetype, kinda like Pomni, some sort of pink monster, and a bird. But most importantly, there's a black chess piece, and this one is interesting. Her name is theorized to be Queenie, but other than that, the creators gave us no more information about her. But wait a second, isn't there already a chess piece in the Amazing Digital Circus? That's right, this brings us to our first character on the chopping block of being abstracted, Kinger. He seems to be completely broken, potentially by the loss of his wife, and that can be a big stress factor for him. For instance, his constant panicking or tendencies to be afraid in calm situations, he can be talking about something and then completely forget what it was, or just completely zone out and not notice the people around him. He is definitely the most unstable character. But now the question is, will Kinger extract next? No. If he thinks about leaving, he'll probably forget a few seconds later.
My impenetrable fortress!
You wanna come with us to check on Kaufmo?
No, not really. I think Kaufmo's gone insane. Last time I spoke with him, he was rambling endlessly about some exit. Kinda like you, Pomni.
But if Kinger's not gonna abstract next, who will? Well, now we gotta talk about Jax. Jax is the seemingly cool guy, but he might not be what he appears to be on surface level. He is theorized to be an insecure, damaged kid, using his jokes and mocking behavior as a defense mechanism. And I think that Jax is mentally crazy / crazier than Kaufmo. He's just better at hiding it. He will probably survive until some of the later episodes, or maybe even escape if he can do it right, because he knows how to handle these tough situations. But at the same time, Jax is a very big wild card, because on face value, he seems the most stable of the bunch, but I think he's definitely hiding something that we are not yet aware of, which could be a reason that he's always smiling. Like, seriously, why is he always smiling? I refuse to believe this is just a design choice. There is definitely something behind this.
Ladies first. No, wait, why would I say that?
Wait, Pomni's not even here? Wasn't this whole thing for her?
Be quiet. I can't hear the escalator.
So Jax is a maybe, but chances are he won't abstract in the second episode. But what about Zooble? As odd as it sounds, she might be the one to get abstracted in the next episode. It's kind of ironic to say this though, because she said that Kinger would be the first one it would happen to.
Man, I can't believe Kaufmo just gave up like that. I mean, no offense, Kinger, but I always thought you would be next.
Thank you.
She doesn't panic like Kinger, but behaves in her own unique way. She's rude, grumpy, and irritable. She doesn't like where she is and clearly wants to get out of the circus. But since she doesn't know how to do it, her tension grows and her mental health suffers. Zooble's identity problem is evident. She doesn't know who she is, which can be a serious factor for abstraction. Zooble is rude because her worst fear is love. When Jax was scratching her back with Zooble's arm, Zooble did not like it.
Was that an exit door I saw out there? Is that a way to leave?
What exit? If there was a way to leave, I'm pretty sure we'd have all left by now.
Although it's possible, I doubt she'll be abstracted in the next episode. But what about Gangle? She is a very unstable character similar to Kinger. Her mask controls her feelings and she is very sensitive. But also, Jax may be trying to help her reach her breaking point by breaking her mask.
So, Kane, we having a new adventure today for the newbie, or what?
I believe that Jax is actually trying to make her abstract. So yes, Gangle could be another potential candidate for abstraction. But what about Ragatha? Ragatha has shown signs of going insane, but Kane managed to cure her in the early stages of the glitch.
I am in so much pain!
Ragatha is an optimistic character, but she may be hiding a touch of madness. She has been traumatized and very much so wants to leave. Especially with how she was treated in episode 1, I don't see her staying around much longer. And of course, we can't forget about Pomni, the main character. It might seem impossible for her to abstract, but in the Amazing Digital Circus, there could be a bad ending. This could result in either the death of a main character or her transformation into an abstract monster. Pomni keeps trying to convince herself that it's all a dream, and she talks about finding an exit. The situation in the secret room and the end of the pilot episode suggests that Pomni has started to lose her grip on reality.
Because we don't need to eat, drink, or sleep in this digital world. So the digital food here only gives off the virtual sensation of eating without any of the nutritional benefits.
Sheesh, lay off it. Since when are you an expert on the digital world?
Expert on the what?
Pomni is pretty likely to abstract next, because she wants to find an exit, and you remember who else wanted to find an exit? It was Kaufmo. Pomni could definitely be a potential candidate for abstraction. But finally, we have to consider Kane. Kane is a very mysterious character. It's also theorized that Kane killed his brother. In the scene where the CNA sign is shown, it's been theorized that that acronym might mean Cain and Abel. And we didn't see Abel in the game, so we have to assume it's Kane's brother. But the real question is, will Kane abstract? I really don't think so. I see him staying around till the very end of Amazing Digital Circus. But what about Bubble? Yeah, we're really covering everything in this theory. But I'm pretty sure we can count Bubble out pretty quickly because it seems like Bubble is just another one of Kane's NPCs.
Kane, is this one of your NPCs, or is this a new sucker? Because if it's a new character, we're gonna have to redo this whole theme song.
That's about all the characters covered, but who's the most likely to abstract? Well, for that, I would say Ragatha is the most likely to abstract in episode 2. But let me know in the comments below if you agree with that. And if you watched all the way to the end, I know you'll love this video on screen right here. But with that being said, have an amazing day.